And I love that I'm playing a duck game while wearing a duck t-shirt. The not buying those things would have brought me less satisfaction than buying the stuff. Knowing how to do things myself without needing to pay people or without needing to purchase things. I don't know, I just love the idea of being a swamp troll. Hello cookies, it's Siri, I am back. I have my period and it's freaking painful, which has started to happen for the last couple of months, and I have symptoms that might insinuate perimenopause, pre-menopause, something like that. It's called something like that. I'm meeting with my gynecologist next week to discuss these things. Editing Erie here. I have sunscreen on my nose. I failed my may no buy. I actually like how it sounds, may no buy. So before we start this vlog, because I'm just exhausted right now, I need to eat. This is my breakfast. It is parsnip, carrots, red beans in a soup, kind of like a hodgepodge style. I saw it in a Jules Verne book that I finished yesterday, Les Indes Noires, and it's in Scotland, and they were talking about hodgepodge, and I thought, I would like to do something inspired by a hodgepodge. And yes, I still have my pajama on because I thought, maybe I should dress a bit better for the cookies, but cookies, it's freaking breakfast now. I have not changed yet because it's the morning. If you can't handle me on my pajamas, cookies, you don't deserve me at my non-pajamas. Cookies, look at my Psycho Quack t-shirt. Can you see it? Ooh! This is my graduation present from Sebastian. It's been 2 days now that I am officially a sustainability strategist. We made it, cookies. It's been hard, but I graduated! Yes, I officially have my degree as a sustainability specialist slash strategist and soon to be certified ISO auditor as well. Very happy about it, and I absolutely love this t-shirt. I love it so freaking much, and you will see it a lot in my videos, along with the 4, 5-ish shirts and tops that you've seen me wear for the last 5 years, because I don't have that many clothes. I have been clearly living here, which is better than under a rock, even though I often joke that I am a swamp troll. I don't know, I just love the idea of being a swamp troll. I noticed that I have pollen in my hair throughout most of the video, but there's pollen flying in the air constantly here. It's been like that for the last month and a half, and I find it really pretty because it looks magical, but it gets everywhere. And when you have dark hair, like mine, it's very visible that you have pollen in your hair. I had not heard of the no-buy or low-buy movement or trend because I don't use social media, apart from YouTube and Reddit, but on both I have the kind of content that does not really show those things. But I think I saw somewhere on the news, I'm not even sure if it were the French news, that low buy or no buy has been trending. And I thought maybe that's something that I should try because I'm into sustainability anyway. Even before starting my studies as a sustainability strategist, I was always into sustainability, being nicer to the planet, being nicer to people that are in the supply chain and things like that. So I thought, how difficult could it be to do a low buy or no buy? Maybe I should try, not as a trend, but for me as a way to lower my spending budget even more. I decided to do a no buy May, so I called it May No Buy, and I was so proud of myself when one of my girlfriends asked me at the beginning of the month if I wanted to go to a Flohmarkt in German and Lopis in Swedish. What on earth is it called now? A free market? Fleece market. That's the word in English. And I told her, well, yes, but just to meet you because I'm going to be doing a May No Buy, and I did not buy anything there, but it's mostly because I did not like anything. I had something in mind. I wanted to find a blazer. I have been looking for a blazer for years, but I'm very picky and I know exactly what I want, and there was nothing like that there. So I was like, fine. I did not fail my May No Buy, but I did fail it eventually, and I got my face cleanser, the Paula's Choice face cleanser that I have been using for years, and the Hoka Bondi 9 running shoes. Talking about shoes, it is time for me to say goodbye to my Nike shoes, and you've seen these in a lot of my videos before. The soles are really grinded down, so it's super slippery here. I have mended the top here more than 5 times. I have some special super glue for the soles because I had to re-glue the soles of all of these myself many times. I don't like getting rid of things like this because, oh, look here. At the top you can see how I was trying to fix them, and I have worked so hard on fixing these shoes many times, and I think without the fixing they would have not lasted as long as they did. So I'm really pleased at how long I kept them, but clearly they're disgusting now. They're old. I've washed them 1,000 times. I have redone the soles 1,000 times. I have sewn them so many times, and now it's really time to say goodbye. But I'm going to take the laces because lace is always nice to have. I have some special shoes super glue. I have some thick shoes needles, and I've learned a lot on how to mend your own shoes. And maybe someday I will even buy stuff to like replace the soles myself or things like that. I'm not sure, but I really love knowing how to do things myself without needing to pay people or without needing to purchase things, especially since I dream of living more or less off-grid at some point and being self-reliant. I don't have the same priorities as most people. So for example, I don't care about eating out that much. It doesn't bother me if I don't eat out for months on end. When I was working at the hospital, I never ever ate outside food apart from the food that I brought myself to work. Even when my colleagues would go to restaurants or when they would go to the food trucks outside of the hospital, I had 2 reasons. 1, mostly because I had a budget to stick to, and 2, because I felt like it was healthier anyway for me to bring my own food. So for me, that's more important, and I never feel like I'm missing out on eating out. And it's the same thing for concerts. I don't care for concerts at all. Even if people were to give me free VIP concert tickets for really popular people, I would not go really because I'm not that interested in concerts. I don't go out clubbing, I don't drink, I don't smoke anything, I don't drink coffee, so I don't buy coffee. I don't necessarily do a lot of events where you have to spend money. So when I was in Lund, I would go to board game Sunday parties, so basically just board game events. Once I bought tea, but the other times I just drank water. So I do things that don't really cost a lot of money. For me, skincare is one of the things that I spend money on, and healthy food and gym outfits and gym memberships, for example. For me, those are things that are more important than a lot of other things. Of course, when it comes to health, I do not go cheap. I've had heel problems and back problems and knee problems for many years now. I've mentioned it on this channel for more than 5 years. My left knee started to hurt really bad at the beginning of the month, and then the right one started to hurt because I think I overcompensated by using the right knee instead. I was walking like on really long walks, and then Sebastian was in Prague with his friends, and then he was in Berlin for a week, so I was walking her by myself. It was not really good for my knees. At some point I was hurting so much that every step was just so painful. I knew that the Hoka Bondi are supposed to be really good shoes, and while I was in a lot of pain after a walk with her, I thought, oh my god, sog it, okay, it's May no buy. I don't care, I need to buy the shoes. So I bought the shoes. They have not arrived yet, but they're going to arrive soon, and I will update you on whether I like them or not. I have a guest now, Cookies. I don't know this dog, but it's a cute dog. Cute dog. As for skincare, I do take really good care of my skin. It could be better. I wish I could afford those fancy lasers, but so far I have not had any plastic surgery of any kind done, never. I'm really satisfied with my skin. It used to be okay when I was young, and then it went to hell right after I moved back to Sweden from Malta. I mean, you saw those videos of me with acne and struggling, and it just looked so freaking bad. Now I'm at a stage where I really love my skin, and for me, skincare is extremely important. It brings me way more joy and way more satisfaction than other activities that may seem less materialistic, but it's building memories. But then I think it's not really memories that I need or that I want. At first I felt bad for failing May No Buy because I thought I rarely buy stuff, I'm quite good at budgeting, I'm quite good at saving money, even though I only have my student money, or had, because now that I graduated I don't get anything anymore. I felt bad at first because I felt like a failure. I don't like failing things, and it's a fairly easy thing to do, not to buy stuff. You literally have to not do anything. But the day after I thought the not buying those things would have brought me less satisfaction than buying the stuff, because I need a freaking cleanser for my face. You saw all the steps that I do in the morning for my face. When you have a lot of sunscreen on your face and sometimes makeup, you need to cleanse properly. I get a lot of acne if I don't cleanse my face properly. For me, having skin that is not as good as I want it to be is not worth it for the satisfaction of winning a May No Buy. I don't care anymore about a May No Buy if my skin is crap. And it's the same thing for my knees. I don't care about winning the May No Buy if my knees hurt. That makes no sense to me. So I failed and I'm okay with it. I am wearing a duck t-shirt. Now I'm playing Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping. It's been a lot of fun. It's as fun and interesting as the first one, as difficult as well. I mean, you would think it's a duck game, it looks cute, and it's a duck detective game. There are a lot of puns, a lot of jokes, but it's so freaking difficult, cookies. But I like those kinds of games. It's fun, it's nice.
One message from November 9th.
You still haven't sent back my glove. Did you think keeping my wardrobe ransom would trap me with you? We would very much like to not have to think about you and your brat anymore. Hurry up.
They sent me a review code, so I did not purchase it myself, but I purchased the previous one myself. I'm pleased because I was 100% thinking of buying it. It was already in my wish list. So to help me with my May No Buy, they were like, Erie, do you want a review code? And I said, of course. I like it and I shall finish the case. I will probably need some online help because there are times I get stuck, but it's nice. And I love that I'm playing a duck game while wearing a duck t-shirt. That's Sebastian there looking like a freaking safari hunter. Has been manually killing flies that have been caught on the fly trap in the kitchen because he feels really bad for them. It's freaking adorable, but like, yeah, this guy, he's something else, and that's why he's my freaking bestie, even though he's my ex. It would make no sense for me to do a May No Buy or a low buy year or a no buy year because I rarely buy anything anyway. When I grew up in Madagascar, for us clothes and shoes, at least in my family, were not something that you get just like that. You get them when you need them for something. So for example, when it's rainy season and you need rain covers, or when your sneakers are too small and you need new sneakers before the new school year, then you get them. Or as a birthday present or a Christmas present or something like that. We did not buy things just for the sake of buying things, and things had a special meaning. And I still have that in me, where I am so happy about this t-shirt that I got from Sebastian as my graduation present, and I will wear it forever. Even when it's not presentable anymore, I shall wear it as pajamas in the future, and I know that it will last me at least 10 years. And so I don't need another yellow t-shirt for the next 10 years because I have one yellow t-shirt. That's why I'm not going to continue with anything low buy or no buy. It's my lifestyle and it would just stress me. It was just so much stress the whole of May to feel like, should I even buy green tea? Because I really love green tea. No, because I'm doing a may no buy and I'm freaking miserable every morning because drinking nice quality green tea, I love that stuff. It brings me so much joy. I am more willing to spend money on green tea than to go meet up with friends. For example, if I have to spend money and my green tea usually costs around 30 euros, but it lasts me for 4 months. And if I have the same budget as extra in a month and I know that, okay, I need to buy tea, but also a friend wants to go out and it will cost around 20 to 30 euros, I'd rather really just buy my tea. It sounds really bad like that, but I just cannot spend on both. The tea, frankly, would bring me joy for many days and many months, while yes, meeting my friends always makes me very, very happy, of course, but it brings me joy for a couple of hours and I'm just like, I have no more money and I could have bought tea instead. Oh my God, I think I got a pollen thingy in my eyeball. I was doing my outro, it never recorded, and now I have pollen in my eyes. So I hope you cookies enjoyed this video. I will see you cookies very, very soon. Bye! Yee-hoo! Look at my t-shirt though! Freak, it's a nice t-shirt! Me like it.